this example, we are being asked to use the function f of x equals 2x minus 2 to find f of 4 and to find the f of x equal to 18. So first, I would like to start by clarifying what is it that each one of these means. When I see f of 4, that means that my x value is a 4. So I'll have to use that as my x value in my function in order to find the function value here, which is very different as when we are right here f of x equals 18. In this case, we are being asked to find the x value in which the function equals 18. So we're going to do all of our work by hand. So we're going to start with finding f of 4. So as I mentioned before, this is the equation that we're using, 2x minus 2. And 4 represents the x value that we're going to use in my function. Therefore, for me to find f of 4, I need to do 2 parentheses. X is next, but in this case, I know that my x is 4 minus 2. So all that we have to do now is to start working in our operations now that we substituted. So 2 times 4 is 8 minus 2. So f of 4 equals 8 minus 2, 6. So this tells me that when x is 4, y, or my function value, is 6. And this is the coordinate point that I will find out of this. Now, for our next example, we need to understand that this is my function value. The 18 is my function value. So what I will have to do is find my x value. So up here I notice that f of x equals my formula. But this is f of x. And here they're telling me that f of x is 18. So if this f of x and f of x are the same thing, then that means that f of x, this one over here, can be replaced by the 18. How would that look like? 18 equals 2x minus 2. So like I said before, we need to find x. Therefore, we're going to have to solve for x. So first, we need to cancel the negative 2 by plus 2. That's 20 equals 2x. Then we cancel this 2 by dividing. And this is my x value. Now in this case, this is telling me that my x is 10 and my function value or y value is 18. So this is the way that we would do things in the case that we have a function. But what if things change and what we have instead, it's a graph. It's a graph like in this case right here. So the first clarification that I want to do is that the blue line that we see right here, this one, this is my function. This is my f of x right now. So those will be the function values and x values of this line is what actually is demonstrating my function. So I notice that the first thing that I'm being asked is f of negative 1. Now don't forget this negative 1 represents an x value. So therefore, what I need to do is to go to x negative 1, which is this point right here. At x negative 1, I need to find my function. So in other words, I need to see where is my line, where is my function at negative 1, which in this case is right here. So what I'm being asked, I mean given the x value, so I'm being asked for the y value or function value, which in this case is negative 2. In the case of this right here, f of x equals 1, this one represents your function value or y value. So what that means is that what we will have to do is go to the y value of 1, this one right here, and look for where is your line, where is your function at 1. Now in this case, we have two options. One of them being an x negative 4 But then we have another option, which is x positive 4. What this means is that with an x of negative 4, I will get a y value or a function value of 1, as well as with an x4, plug it into the function, I will get a function value of 1.